Okay, welcome back to this episode. So I've decided to replace the round halogen spotties or fog lights in my Tundra 27 with the square. So I went and picked up the square surrounds here to replace the other ones there. I got these particular ones from AliExpress. You can buy like sets with the lights and the surrounds, but I wanted a choice of what I was going to put in there. These cost me 33.85 cents Canadian from AliExpress, free shipping. There comes with the two different sides, and I think it comes with the blanks as well. So yeah, but let's see how those fit. So spotlights there, that just cleans them up. But yeah, so that's that part. So yeah, 33.85 for those Canadian. And then these I just got off Amazon. I think just ox beam, but you know, these brands change all the time. Pretty much got a standard looms. Didn't want everyone high beaming me, which tends to happen when you're in a pickup. That's why we put bright lights on, but this one I just went to standard, equivalent to what I had, but went red, as you can see. It does come with the loom, but don't need that because I'm just going to tie them into our existing spotlights. I did go ahead and grab the connectors to connect those into the existing plugs that we have, ports. So obviously these ones won't work. So I'm just going to snip these down and then add in the proper connector there to go into our spotlights. It does come with some mounts which we will use because we will tie them into the bottom there, and that, and you can angle them whichever way you want, which is what we want. So really, yeah, the only thing here we got to do is put these connectors on there. I didn't really want to get locked into buying one specifically with the connectors already, which I couldn't really find much I liked, so just went in and bought these ones, and we'll tie these in and then hook them up. Should be fairly straightforward, so we'll get into it. I'll whip the other ones out and then we'll start putting these in. I'm not too sure how these connect in. Looks like you've got the 2 points here. Let's have a quick look at that, but should be a quick and easy mod. Yeah, and really just upgrading to it's I've already got these square fog lights in my nudge bar, so this just kind of goes along and matches it. So these are red, but I sort of go something different because he wants to be normal, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, just dismantle the old ones out there, pull them apart, and then start looking at how this all goes together. Okay, so just getting the liner off here. We need the lower panel. This is the same for both sides. We got two 10mm up here, screws take out, and then we've got the one little push button grommet there. We just got to pop the center and pull that out, and then you have, I think it's two more 10mm. Got one there on the far side, and then the two, actually I don't think you need to take that middle 12 off, but I think this one here you do have to take that 12mm one off, and that'll be the same for the other side too. So we'll get into that, take it off, and then we'll have a look inside. That'll give us access to the back of the light, fog light there. We should be able to pull them out. So we ended up, yeah, the wire wasn't really connected in there too well. It kind of just pulled out, so rather than trying to fix this end. I'm just going to cut the other one off there. I'm just going to use these two. I'll cut them off and just solder them on, one for each side, and that. So either way I had to get one off, but yeah, I'll just use these ones, and they got grommets on them too, they're sealed. So yeah, I'll solder these ones, or that one on each side, this one onto here. Let's cut the other one off, put those in, and yeah, we'll pop this guy out. He just pops out, there's nothing really holding him, it's just two little plastic prongs, one on the top, one on the bottom, and we'll pull out the front. It's in there too tightly, so yeah, they'll pop out, and we can start mounting our other bracket in there. Okay, so we took the old spotlight out, which was just screwed in by one screw. And this basically needs, I think you need to use the same basically trim piece here, molding to fit in, because this has nothing to screw to inside the bumper. It just sits in there. Well, there's nothing to screw it to. So you kinda want to use this. So I think what we're going to do is cut out the inside here. Trying to keep these parts and this, the clamp still sits in there, and basically get rid of the old circle part. So just trimming around the edge to give us enough room to put the new light in. So do that. We're just going to use the Dremel for this. You may have a different way to do it, but that's one of the best tools probably to do. I mean, you could use just hand do it, drill a hole and cut around it if that's all you've got. But however you do it, that's what we've got to do. Well, that's how I'm doing mine. So yeah, we'll get that cut out and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so that's that piece cut out, the old round one. And like I said, we left the tabs to allow it to click in still into the actual bumper so it doesn't fall out. And now just going to work out how to attach this. We've got the two screws on the inside. Don't know if we really need those. If I can use the 4 at the front here. So I really want to use this one. I guess it just cleans up the edges a bit there, a bit more, but I'll just see, because these don't necessarily screw straight into the plastic. That one kind of can, but what I think I'll do is just drill straight through. These ones I think will need some kind of washer or something on the back there, because the holes have nothing to screw to. I mean, probably, which way was that? You could probably leave a little bit more plastic there. Maybe on hindsight you could leave a little bit more there to drill onto, but on the other corner you have really nothing anyway. So half dozen on the other. But it's got to work out how to get those there together. And then, yeah, once we've done that, we can pretty much put that in and then start mounting our spotty in. Okay, so we ended up getting that all together. What I did was just cut a bit of strapping, whatever you've got. I just used some of this just to brace across the back here. There's nothing really to screw to there. We used, that's the Nylux locks nuts we used, and then we used 8x32 1-inch, and then same with the washers. And yeah, might just have to move these a little bit because these look like it should just miss. This is what sits in the groove at the front, kind of holds it in there. But so far so good. Again, just have to see about the bit of bracing I got there. I might have to just trim that, but that might just be able to tuck in as well. There. The light itself fits in there pretty snug right now. It's just rubbing on this one side, so I'm just been kind of adjusting that. I have kind of cut out the bit there and kind of rounded it, so on and so forth. We'll see how we go. What I might do is mount the light into this piece and then stick this in and see if it actually fits, do a mock-up and go from there. So I got it in there. These are fairly snug. I think these are 3" by 3", but I don't think I'd go any smaller. And this fit in there a bit. I had to tuck it in that way and then kind of just give it a bang, and it actually sits in there quite snugly in that. You might just have to tighten this up a bit there on the mount, but that's not too hard. Yeah, that's what it looks like from the back. We can see anything. Yeah, and then I'll just wire those other connectors, cut the old ones, cut off those other ones that I've already actually have cut off the other wiring loom they gave us. I'll solder these into there. We can plug it in, it should be away. But yeah, I just got to tighten that nut up for the spotty. We should be good. But okay, so we soldered them all together to the old one, cut the old one, put the new one on. So plug her in. Yeah, get those together. Just tuck that all in there pretty much. Keep it all out of the way. Yeah, there. And then that's the new one. We still have one of the old ones in. But no, that worked out pretty good. So yeah, I'll just get onto the other one and do the same, and it should all be done. Okay, so it's all done, both in. You see them from there. We turn them on, see what they look like. That's with them running. No, they look pretty sharp, look pretty good. Pretty happy with them. Yeah. So other than just the connectors, the other ones I bought, the factory ones, not being able to be used because the other wire was broken. It wasn't too hard to put them in. I'd say it's probably taken me about 3 hours, a little longer than I probably should have, but still looks good. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, like if thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you want to come back and see some more. Other than that, we'll catch you next time.